Today, I want to talk about your education. And really, I think even more important, I want to say, let's get real for a minute. Can we get real for a minute? What I want to say to you is if you're starting with money already and you want to invest in real estate, that's great. And that's perfect. And it gives you lots of opportunities to invest in real estate. But sometimes people come to me and say, Christina, I don't have any cash. How can I invest in real estate? And I say, you can still invest. But what's important that you understand, and this is the get real part, is basically it means that you get a job in real estate. I said job in real estate. But can you still be in real estate? Yes, you can. You can still be a professional in real estate and not have the money you need to start investing. I am Christina Suter, and this is the Real Estate Breakthrough Show, where we talk about the reality of real estate, the mindset you need in order to face the reality of what it is, and tips and tricks to get you moving forward in investing. I am your host, Christina Suter. Let me give you some ideas. So, if you have money to invest in real estate, you can buy a single family home and rent it out, or you can buy a duplex and rent it out, in state, out of state. But let's say you don't have the money to buy a single family home for yourself or by yourself. How do you do that? You get a job in real estate. You either become a managing partner, let's put it this way, you find somebody who has money in real estate and you say, you know what? I don't have the money to put in, but I have the time to put in. It's called sweat equity. I can manage the property. I can manage the contractors. I can swing by the property every day. I can help you find the property. I can be a deal finder. I can help you run the property. I can be your real estate agent. For a fee, I will take for a percentage of the deal, I will do this for you. The percentage might be 10%. It might be 15% of the deal, but you get something in the deal. So the let's get real part is that if you don't have the money, then you ask for the job piece. So what are jobs that you can get in real estate? If you're not taking a percentage of a deal and therefore doing a joint venture of some kind, what are the things that you can do? You can be a wholesaler. That means that you basically are a networker. You find a property over here and you sell it to somebody over here, and you get paid a fee for doing that process. Deal finder, same thing. You just may not get a wholesaling fee. You might get an acquisitions fee. You might get a finder's fee, but you're not going to get a wholesaling fee, quote unquote, wholesaling fee. They're kind of basically the same thing, guys. Real estate agent. Again, you can be a real estate agent and you can real estate agent fee, or you can be a real estate agent and you can ask for part of the equity of the deal. You can be a transaction coordinator. That means that literally you're working with a real estate agent and you're processing all the paperwork associated with those transactions that real estate agent is doing. You can also be a transaction coordinator for a flipper, where you're helping them in the back office, managing all the loans for other people's money, managing the signing of those loans, the paying of those loans, managing the tracking of the crew. So you can be a transaction coordinator for a real estate agent or for a flipper or for other professionals in the field. The advantage of that is you're now being trained on what all of that looks like before you do it for yourself. You can actually do flipping without your own money. You can do flipping. You can use other people's money in order to do that. But it does take time to build your reputation. This is a let's get real part. You usually can't just walk right into flipping. I'll be honest with you, most people I know who started as a flipper, their first and maybe second flip was supported by family members or good friends. Those are the people who supported them in them doing their first flip with other people's money. And then once you have that track record, then you might be able to build your relationship with other people by going to real estate meetings, whether that's online or whether that's actually in person, going to real estate meetings and building your network so you can say to people, yeah, I've done a flip. I've done 2 flips. Why don't you come over and come to my flips and see what they look like? And I can show you what I've done and I can introduce you to my team. And then people will understand that you have done them and that you can be trusted with their money. And then you're more likely to have other people who are not direct family members or close friends invest in your deal. So you can do it, but you have to put the time in to develop the relationships to do it. Okay, you can be a hard money broker. A hard money broker is, again, somebody who's kind of in the middle, like a networker. You have somebody who's looking to place money. They want hard money rates for their money. And you have a flipper or somebody who's looking to get a loan, but cannot get a conventional loan. You can work for a hard money broker. You can become a hard money broker. Again, in order to become a hard money broker, I suggest you get some experience because it is a little more complex. Maybe be a transaction coordinator for a hard money broking house before you go out and do it on your own. Okay, you can do tax liens. Lots of tax liens from the counties are available online. What is a tax lien? Look it up if you don't know what it is, but I'll give you a quick explanation. A tax lien is when the county, I'm in LA County, when LA County says your property taxes are due, if you don't pay them, then after 6 months, you will have a tax lien on your house. They now have the right to sell the tax that you owe, the lien on your property that's for the taxes, the property taxes that you owe. They sell that to an investor. That investor will buy it at a discount and then start asking you to pay. Or they have the right to foreclose on your property if you haven't paid your taxes. They have the right to foreclose on your property, and because it's a county tax lien, it's actually first position, even in front of the first position loan on the property. So those are county tax liens. Tax liens are something that you can take a course and go buy a couple, but no, there's a learning curve associated with it. So don't expect a home run on your first one or your second one, because there's a lot to learn in making sure that the county tax lien that you're purchasing is on a viable property. Okay, but it is a perfectly good thing. That is a job that you can do from home, that you can apply your sweat equity to, and the buy-ins are small enough that 1,500, 3,000, you might be able to find that kind of money to do your first couple of liens before you start bringing in your own money. Non-performing notes. So the thing about buying non-performing notes is that, again, it's a note. It is a piece of promise to pay that somebody is not paying on. And you can buy those at a discount because the person is not paying on them. There are lots and lots of courses available on non-performing notes. So I would encourage you, if you're considering it, to get educated in it. There are lots of systems. Paige Panzarello's system, the note lady, can tell you how you're going to do it, and she can support you as you learn to do it. And again, you're buying as a discount, so the buy-in is much lower, and it's something you actually have to apply work to in order to make that note performing and to squeeze out or to earn out through sweat equity the value, the true value that's in that note. You can be a capital raiser for other people. I know people who are like, I don't have any money, Christina, but I'm from going to lots of meetings, I'm starting to understand how the structure of deals work. I go, great. Well, you can also earn money and or earn a portion of a deal by helping other people raise capital. What do you need as a capital raiser? What you need as a capital raiser really is the knowledge of understanding how deals work. You can get that from going to meetings. You can get that from reading books, and you can get that from watching YouTube. You can get that from taking classes. To spend a little time understanding how deals work, and you can be a capital raiser because you can start to learn to assess the risk associated with that particular project. Because the primary thing that capital raisers need to understand is, one, they got to be good at networking, right? Because what are you doing? You're talking to people, encouraging them to put money into a deal. So you got to be good at talking to people. But two, you got to understand what is the risk of that deal. How risky is that deal? And you can learn how risky a deal is by getting educated. Maybe you can't run the deal yourself. Maybe you're not pretending that you're an expert in running the deal, but you can be somebody who's gotten educated in how to run deals. And that can be highly useful to you. And you can use that knowledge as a capital raiser, okay, and help people find their capital. All right, syndication broker. So the final thing that I want to say that you could do is you can also be a broker, like a capital raiser. What you're doing is you're not raising money directly for syndications, you're actually representing several syndications that are in practice. And you can be able to say, hey, I can help place you in multiple deals. Now that actually does require I think, an SEC license or SEC licensing of some kind, or you need to be a partner in the deal. So that, again, is not one that you would walk straight into. It's something that you might do after time or over time. Maybe you'd be a hard money broker first. Maybe you would do a capital raising first, and then you potentially be a syndication broker. All right. So thank you so much. This is the Get Real. What does it take in order to be a participant in real estate when you don't actually have the money to actually buy something yourself as an investor? Does that mean the end of the road for you? Not at all. Not even close. What it means is that you need to apply your sweat equity to be able to find a job in the field of real estate to get yourself educated and start building the bucks to be a more passive investor. This is Christina Suter, Real Estate Breakthrough Show. Thank you so much. To check in at christinasuter.com for lots of free information, including our YouTube channel, our Roku channel, iHeartRadio, and of course, our podcast, Real Estate Breakthrough.